Players from out of state come all the way over here to press their limits. It is our annual test of endurance. It's the RSHL IRON Man tournament. Welcome to the RSHL, Daniel Wilson here. So here we are once again, our annual tournament where everyone will test their endurance. So let's get to the rules of the game. It will be 12-minute periods, one period only. And it is 5-on-5, no substitutions. There are no offsides for this tournament, so the players can go anywhere they want, whenever they want. All stoppages will include a 3-second countdown. Once that countdown is over, it is free game for anyone to play. Icing will be in effect for this tournament, which will be at the top of the face-off circle. That will be our reference for icing. And any goals or penalty shot attempts, the defending team will start with the ball in their own corner. And all penalties become penalty shots. So discipline is a must for this tournament. And we usually have the highest sticking rule for the shoulder during our league games, but for this tournament it will be the crossbar. Now, if there is an overtime period, it will be 5 minutes. If no winner is determined, we will go to the shootout. So, those are pretty much the rules for the tournament. We have 3 divisions for this tournament. It is going to be A division, which will have 4 teams. B division has 6 teams, which includes teams from our friends at the RSHL at Virginia and the Charlotte Hockey League over in, of course, Charlotte. And in the C division, we also have 6 teams, including our Charlotte team, and we also have a team all the way from Connecticut. So that will be exciting to watch. So let's get straight to the action. Let's get it started with this year's Iron Man tournament.
Somebody scores, I need to work.
First game of the A division, and it's Expendables against Out for Blood. And off we go as Expendables will get possession first. Chris Young will send it into the corner. And here they come back. It's Sean Cassidy, but unable to get a shot. Here comes Out for Blood the other way. Ryan Reich at the slot. Shot saved by John Cowan. And try to go for a one-timer from Reich, but he whiffs the shot. Backhands it, but he intended that one to go for, it looked like Lee Rayners. Young holding at the center line, and now we'll pass up. There's a shot, and that is going to be behind the net around. Hooks attempted to clear. Left behind. Tries to go to Greg Parlanti in the net, but Cassidy attempts to center, goes right back to the corner. It's along with Peterson. Around it goes, and it will be Palpelka along with Gino Giangreco. Crosses left, back to Giangreco, and a great save by Cowan. Rayners will hold on at the right circle, centers up, intended for Pelka, knocked away. Billy Barbado holding, tries to center up, and it goes to Pelka for Out for Blood. Tries to deke around his slide, close-up shot, saved by Cowan. Down on the pass, shot coming from Rayners. That is Giangreco. I keep mixing up those names. It's going to be Reich back to Hooks at the point. And a wrist shot going high. We usually see the slap shot from him, but he decides to go with a sneak move. Reich, left end boards, decides to go for Rayners. Centers up, and went off the back of the leg. Backhand shot saved by Cowan. Behind the net over to Rayners. Around to Pelka. We'll play it back to Hooks at the point. Wide open. Lines up, shot off the post! That was a loud ping. And another shot from Hooks that gets tipped away. Rayners with control in the corner. We'll play back to Hooks. He'll try one more time. Winds up, shot, and another save by Cowan. Rayners still holding up on the left boards. We'll pass up to Ryan Reich and pestered by Young. We'll play around. He tried to go to Rayners, but will give it up. And it's Patrick Barbado. Try center up. And well, Young tried to salvage play, but it's going to be a 3-on-2. Rayners, shot, save, straight to the chest of John Cowan.
Hey.
Rayners will play off the boards. Maybe a little too hard. This may turn into a nope. It's not going to be a breakaway as it reaches Parlanti first. Pelka holds on. He'll play upwards to Jan Greco. Crosses to Reich. Holding up. Shot saved by Cowan. Tried to look for a rebound. Unable to get one. Was interrupted by Barbado. Young will play back. I believe that is Richard Martin. Back to Young. Shot saved by Parlanti. He'll cover.
Martin's up here in all black. That's Paul Peterson with the logos on the back.
And a shot from the corner, blocked by Parlanti. Pelka around for Rayner, centers up for Reich. Tries to go against two defenders, drop pass to Rayners. Left to Gian Greco, trying to go for a tip from Reich, but unable to get through. Back to Rayners. Centers for Reich. Off Confetti scores! Yeah, looks like this may go to Gian Greco. We'll find out the official call, but I think that's where it came from. In the meantime, Barbado restarting the attack will lob it up. And an outfield catch will look at getting entangled with Sean Cassidy, but manages to keep it out. And down it goes. Cowan going the aggressive route. Will go around over to Barbado.
Lee had that.
So they gave it to Lee Rayners, and Gian Greco gets the assist. And a tip goes high at the net. Hooks trying to clear around, and it will be Hooks in his own corner. Trying to go for a deep pass, but it's going to miss everybody. And Barbado will win the race. And it will be an icing against Out for Blood.
Red line. 3, 2, 1. What? Hang on.
Mel Lewis has blown the whistle.
Now let's reset to 6:30.
And they're going to stop the clock and reset it to 6:30.
All right, how about center?
So it looks like there was a missed call. So they're going to go to center, to the center floor and restart. And back it goes for Pelka. Off a couple of sticks. Hooks gets it away over to Reich. Deep pass over to Rayners. Shot partially blocked. And will be dropped off by Cowan over to Barbado. And down the floor it goes. And it will be icing this time against the Expendables.
Sorry. When you said it, it starts.
And we have another clock issue. This time the clock didn't start. The clock is currently at 6:26, unless they decide to change it. And they decide to go for 6:15. Sounds like a reasonable time.
Wait, I'm having issues.
So it looks like we may have a technical problem with the clock, but they did reset the clock to 6:15. And now play will resume. Tries to go for a tip. That's high of Cowan. Rayners attempts to center up. Backhand. That goes wide. Back between Rayners and Reich. Back to Pelka. Shot wide of the net. Jan Greco back to Hooks. Hooks will hold up. Tries a shot. Glove save by Cowan, and he'll hold on as Out for Blood will retain possession. They're not wasting time. Shot saved by Cowan. He is down.
Here's Pelka, may have a chance for the opportunity, but that one goes high. May have hit someone. Try to set her up, nobody there. Hooks with a slap shot, saved by Cowan. Glove down by Reich. Play still alive for out for blood. Centers for Rayner. Shot goes wide of the net. Behind the net, it will be Chris Young back the other way for Expendables. But a good forechecking from Rayners. All alone, backhand score for Ryan Reich. In a 2-0 game for Out for Blood. Reich was all alone in the slot and an easy goal for him. And now they're battling for along the boards. It is Peterson and Hooks. Reich will get it away.
Got it, 21 from
Barbado tries to go back to Peterson. Backhands it, tries to center it. Nobody there. Picked up by Reich. It's been a lack of possession time for Expendables. Back the other way for Gian Greco. Rayner centers up for Reich one more time. Back to Gian Greco. Save. And he bats it in and a score for Gian Greco. 3-0 Out for Blood. .420 remaining in this game. A good bounce for Expendables, but the shot goes high and wide.
Dino on the goal from 21.
Around it goes over to Gian Greco, centers up for Rayners. Rayners holds up, thought about it, goes to Reich. Back to Rayners, shot, glove save by Cowan. 4 minutes remaining and Expendables have got to get moving. Shot going wide of the net, Chris Young will pick it up. Off the boards, going for Morton. But instead it'll be a Gian Greco. Back it goes to Pelka. Tries a shot, save, rebound, rattling around and it's in. This one may be going to Reich. The Expendables have got to get moving on the attack.
Goal 21 assist.
Back it goes over to Gian Greco. Will center up for Reich. Already has 2 for the game. Oh, cross left. Rayners holds up. Taking his time. Will backtrack and we'll go back to Pelka. Around over to Gian Greco. Back to Rayners. Winds up. Shot wide of the net. Gian Greco retains possession. It's been all Out for Blood in this game. I don't think we've had a shot on net for Parlanti in this whole game. As Pelka will play it back over to Gian Greco. And down close over to Rayners. Got a shove from Cowan in the net. I know he must be frustrated because that whole game has been in his end. And Barbado looking at Hooks. Takes a poke check from Hooks. And once again, Out for Blood still has possession. As Rayners will hold on, take a look, and that will backtrack over to Reich. Centers up, going for Hooks. Has to race it down with Peterson. Peterson has it. Goes left over to Young. Young racing it down to the left circle. Takes a poke check from Pelka. Hooks taking his time as Cassidy was trying to move in. Glove down by Gian Greco will backtrack as we approach the 90-second mark. And Reich one more time. Backhanded and saved by Cowan. Again, Reich left all alone. And Barbado, deep pass over to Young. Shot, that is blocked. It will be Reich one more time, and we'll just do a weak wrist shot. Yeah, they're just killing the clock now. A 4-0 game with about a minute left. Out for Blood has pretty much locked in their place in the final, and they'll await their next opponent. Drop over to Reich. And right now, that's all they're going to do is just kill the clock. As Rayners will just drop it back to Hooks. Cassidy I know they want to score a goal, but it looks fruitless right now. As Pelka just playing keep away for the remainder of this game. 35 seconds left. It'll be over to Reich. Should we check our Facebook page while we are waiting for this game to end? Because what do you want me to say? There's really nothing going on. I guess I have time to go check it out. Have a coffee. Over to Pelka with 5 seconds left. One last chance. That was actually a great save by Cowan. But that is going to be it, and Out for Blood will be moving on to the final game, and they will await their opponent. So we'll be back with our second semifinal game. Our second game of the A Division, Castratos against Hockey Sauce. As it'll be placed down the floor. Kyle both in the corner. Holding on, looking at a double team, now goes back to the point. Winds up, shot, and that one knocked away by Jim Trebus. It's the corner that'll go behind the net. Tony DiGiacomo, assistant or alternate captain of the Lock Monsters in A Division, will play back to the point, trying to go for a tip, unable. That was coming from Chris Thompson.
Keep going, keep going!
And Hockey Sauce get their first possession of the game. They try to go for a deep pass shot, save by Dave Story in the net. Chris Lons will take it in the corner. Here's the countdown, and now that allows the opposition to move in, and that's exactly what just happened. And it is out of play. So we'll stay with Hockey Sauce, and Lons will take possession. Will decide to go behind the net. Centers up. Oh, a great chance for, I believe it was Kevin Ebner. And here's another chance. This time he scores. Kevin Ebner gets the first goal for Hockey Sauce. Kyle both not wasting any time going the other way, along with Tony DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo gets on the left circle. We'll go into the opposite corner along with Blake Haller. Haller tries to poke it back. Back to the point. Shot and a save by Jim Trebus. It'll be Gogol in the corner. We'll lose it over to Chris Lons, who will just loft it out. Thompson will drop it back to Kyle Bode. Glove it down, back to DiGiacomo. Around the boards, intended that one for Thompson. Thompson still holding on left corner along with Blake Haller. Now goes back to Kyle Bode to the point. Trying to sell the ball down, he does. Low roller, shot saved by Trebus. They're digging around for it, still loose, and now they whistle it down. And tries there up, and a one-timer going wide of the net coming from Tony DiGiacomo. Chris Lons the other way for Hockey Sauce, and a big slash, but no call there, and it hits the ceiling, and I would think that this will go to Castratos. And someone definitely thought that a slash should have been called. But right now they're just trying to figure out whose possession it is. They're going to give it to Hockey Sauce.
3, 2, 1.
They'll go to Blake Haller. And down deep to Reed Southern. Shot saved by Story, and he holds on. Possession will stay with Hockey Sauce. It'll be Blake Haller with control. There's for Ebner, and that's blocked. DiGiacomo going deep for Thompson. Thompson, right circle, holds up, one-timer, he scores! Right on post! A great one-timer, and Castratos are on the board, 1-1. Dan Galt holding on. Tries to break through, unable. Hockey sauce back the other way. Down deep for Chris Lons, all alone. Shot saved by Story down low. It's still loose. Trying to go one more time, that's blocked. An excellent play, and that hits the ceiling, and this will stay with Hockey Sauce. And back it goes. Here's a shot from the point, blocked by both. Everybody moving in, and here they come back the other way. It is Galt and both. And a great block down low. That was, I think that was,
It was Reed Southern.
Reed Southern, yep. As everyone now fighting along the boards for possession. Big slam of the board, shot going high. As Blake Holler will take it in his own corner. Tries to play it off, gets it to Kevin Ebner. Backhands it across over to Southern. Was that high? The rest trying to figure that one out, but the hand stays down. Remember, in this tournament, high stick is the crossbar. And glove down, Thompson with a shot, that's blocked. Thompson one more time, will cross. Galt holding on. Now we'll cross over to Calabo. And Southern looking for a way out. Southern behind that, he tries to go for a wraparound. That got tipped away. Thompson will have to go back. And we'll just play it off the boards over to Kyle Both. Has the lone goal for Castrados. Or cross. Going for DiGiacomo, trying to go around Blake Holler, but a good sweep check. Off the boards, knocked down, and Gogol sends that one wide. Galt centers up, and a great save down low by Trebus, back the other way. And once again, Lons, and he is headless. Shot saved by Story. The headless horseman tried to finish off a breakaway, but it is still a tie game. And it will be DiGiacomo for Castrados. We got ourselves a good one here. We'll cross over to Dan Galt. Right circle, shot, one-timer, great save by Trebus. A great chance on the one-timer by Cody Gogol. And now Chris Laws the other way. Look out, he's trying to get it over to Reese Southern. And it will be DiGiacomo back the other way. We'll drop it to Gogol. Gogol with a shot, that's wide the net. Blake Holler once again, all alone, Chris Lons. Deeks, he scores! Third time's a charm. Chris Lons gets the goal. You'd think that after the third attempt they would figure out what they were doing with the cherry picking. There's Gogol with a shot. That's a save by Trebus. Centers up one more time, and Trebus with a save down low. It's down the floor, but it's going to reach Story, and he has to play it. Thompson will walk up, tries a slap shot. That was headed for net, but a blocker save by Trebus. Back down it goes, Story one more time. Over to Thompson. We'll pass upwards to Both at the right circle. Tries a shot going high at the net. Dan Galt will pick it up for Castrados. Back to Thompson at the point. And a slap shot, that's a save by Trebus. And attempted to clear, that fails. Over to Both, Deeks around. Backhand, wide. Cody Gogol at the right circle. Hold on, looking at Southern. We'll decide to go back to Both. Crosses for Thompson. Shot, saved by Trebus down low. And there's a little shove there to keep him away from the play. Thompson one more time. Shot saved by Trebus. It is almost loose. It comes loose. One more time from Thompson, and we'll go to the corner. Gogol and Holler back over to Both. Slap shot save by Trebus, and he'll hold on with about 3 minutes remaining in this game.
3, 2, 1.
Cody Gogol tries to center up. It's loose in the slot. It'll pop out into the corner. Dan Gold with control. Looking at Kevin Ebner. Will try to escape, but that's going to be sent down the floor. And it is an icing against Hockey Sauce, and they don't agree with the call. And trying to go for a quick shot. That was blocked up in the air. And back over to Southern for Hockey Sauce. Kept in by both. Tries to deke around Holler. Escapes. Still has control. About to lose it. He does over to Blake Holler. Holler along with Lons. He'll just dump it in with 2:15 remaining in the game. Chris Thompson will walk it up, looking at Chris Lons, and now we'll send it over to Kyle both on the left-hand boards. We'll switch places with DiGiacomo. Taking his time, holding up. Try to shot, that's blocked by Ebner. Left corner. Both in Ebner. Ebner has control. Lons attempts to clear. Gave it away to Thompson at the point. Shot wide of the net. Dangle. Left-hand board. Shot. It was a block shot. Score! Cody Gogol! Gogol with a shot, and that ties the game up with 90 seconds left. And we'll chip it into the glove of Story. He'll drop it off. Play is still alive. Lons wanted a whistle, but play continues. Down deep, and it misses Galt. And knocked down by Kyle Both. Stick lift, and that was a block, and oh, he's got to get that ball moving. He doesn't want to cover it. It does, but gives it up to DiGiacomo. Shot saved by Trebus. With 45 seconds remaining, and another helmet has come loose. And by the way, that was Donald Shaven, I believe, that lost his helmet. That's an unmistakable face. 30 seconds left in this game. If we don't have that tie broken, we're going to have an overtime period. All alone in front, backhand save by Trebus. Southern over to Holler. We'll drop it back to Lons. Crosses, shot, saved by Story. Still loose. He'll cover with 10 seconds left. They're going to try to act quickly. Holler tries to set her up off a stick. And we're going to overtime. Our first overtime of this tournament. 5 minutes, first goal wins it. If we don't have a winner, we go to the shootout.
5 minutes, sudden death.
And back and forth they went. And it will be back over to Thompson. Hold on, left to Galt. I'll try to drive the net from the left. Couldn't get all the way through. Slap shot, that's blocked from Dan Galt. Galt holding on. Tries to feed it, nobody available. Reed Southern. Trying to escape Kyle Both, and we'll just send it around the boards over to Kevin Ebner. And we'll play it upwards to Chris Lons. He has a goal for the game. Tries to escape, deeks around maybe. Shot, score! Chris Lons with the game winner! And Hockey Sauce moves on to face Out for Blood. A great game and an overtime winner for Chris Lons. And are only one game away from the A Division Iron Man title. So we'll be back with the final round. Our final game of the A Division is set, and we are underway. Blake Holler in control. Shaven with a long shot and easily saved by Parlanti. It will be picked up by Brian Hooks for out for blood. And stretch pass misses everybody, but they're going to play on. It will be off of Chris Lons. A jump ball, and it's going to be Lons off a shin pad. It'll go to the corner. Southern trying to dig in deep, and it will be Rainers to cut him off and take possession for out for blood. Giangreco right over to Rainers. Back to Giangreco, winds up, shot, and that one just a little high. Blake Haller for Hockey Sauce. Taking his time, waiting for everybody to spread out, and he'll walk it up himself. He'll take it himself, just a little wide of Parlanti. Both teams deciding to go for long bombs early in the game. Off of Haller, and it's going to be a breakaway. Oh, maybe not for Lons. That pass just a little out of his reach. It's clear that Hockey Sauce is going for the cherry pick, and it seems like no one is picking up on it. As Giangreco will go across over to Rainers. He'll take a shot. That is blocked. That's got to be stinging for Ebner as that shot is saved. As Ebner trying to get the attack started. Up on his feet, lifted up by Reich, over to Rainers. Rainers trying to hold on. And they'll decide to backtrack over to Brian Hooks. Play off the scorekeeper's table. And Haller will play all the way back. And Hooks will just retreat himself. 2 minutes gone in this A Division final in this year's Iron Man. Pelka tries to go for a stretch pass, blocked by Ebner. And back to Lons, blocked by Reich. We'll go up to Rainers, return to Reich. Back to Rainers getting back checked. Here's a shot save down low. And now battle in the left corner. Back to Reich, tries a shot, he scores! Ryan Reich gets the first goal of the game. Reed Southern will walk this one up. We'll assess the situation. Now we'll stretch it up over to Lons. Tips off his stick. Parlanti comes out to play. We'll drop it off to Brian Hooks behind his net. We'll decide to play around over to Pelka. Off the boards. Here's the call from Rainers. He takes a shot off the shin pad of Ebner, and this should stay with Alfred Blood's ball. Countdown has started, and that slap shot may have been interrupted by the boards as it went high and tried to set her up, taken away by Haller. Haller will hold up, plays off the boards over to Chris Lons. And Ebner trying to poke it up, unable, kept in by Reich. Here's Hooks with a shot, a tip, and a save down low. Alfred Blood stays with possession. It will be Reich. Right corner. Goes for Giangreco. Along with Lee Rainers. Back to the point, Brian Hooks. Wrist shot. Tries to look for tip wide. Giangreco holding on, was thinking about a wraparound. Close-up shot. That is saved by Trebus, and out it goes over to Brian Hooks. He'll backhand it down over to Lee Rainers. Back to Reich, and a jumping save. Rebound, and another save by Trebus. In fact, that one caught the outside of the post. And that would be lobbed out. A race for control between Southern and Hooks. Hooks wins the race, but Southern, that's clearly a hold. And Alfred Blood is going to get a penalty shot. It's going to be a delayed penalty. And they will touch up, and I believe Brian Hooks is going to get the penalty shot. That was clearly a hold. And we don't often see Brian Hooks take shots like these.
3, 2, 1.
So Hooks will get a free shot. We usually see long balls from him. He's going to get one here. No, it's going to be saved by Trebus. Tries to go for a stretch over to Southern. Knocked away by Pelka. Holler shields it back. Southern. Just outside the circle will play back over to Donald Sabin. Crosses over to Ebner. Looking at some coverage from Reich. Will cross to Southern. Juggles with the ball a bit. And we'll take it to the left corner. Off his stick. And Pelka tried to clear, but it hits the ceiling, and it is going to be whose ball? Looks like Out for Blood's going to have possession.
3, 2, 1.
And we'll stretch it up over to Jan Greco. And it was knocked off the ball. Holler up to Southern. That one hits the banner in the back. Try to stretch pass, gets to Rainers, and a little bit of desperation there, and a save by Trebus as Shaban was in desperation mode. Jan Greco tries to go for Reich. We'll circle back, seeing Southern tracking him down. Here's Jan Greco outside the slot. Tries to pass down, unable. Blake Holler the other way. Poke check back, maybe for Lee Rainers. Rainers taking a look. Centers up, tip score! Jan Greco! Nice setup on the pass, and Jan Greco tips it in, and a 2-0 lead for Out for Blood. Less than 5 remaining. It will be Pelka. Back to Rainers at the line. Waits and tries to go for Reich out of his reach. Centers up, backhand, wide of it. Wrap around, and that is knocked away. Centers up one more time for Jan Greco. Shot saved by Trebus. Back over to Reich. Back to Jan Greco at the circle. Being tracked down by Ebner. They'll head to the boards. Jan Greco still holding on. Decides to go behind it over to Reich. Knocked away by Trebus. Pops out. Back to Jan Greco in the corner. Pass by it over to Reich. Thinking about his move. Everybody crowding the net now. Was thinking wrap around, holds up on the chance. Now Holler moves in. And back over to Reich. Shot, where is it? It is under Trebus. He has it. A frantic attack and a wraparound. Second chance, that misses high. Out for Blood is definitely living up to their name right now. Back over to Jan Greco in the corner. Try center up, second chance goes wide. One save was made by Trebus, and now a stretch pass over to Lons. That's not going to get to him as Parlanti will play it across. Parlanti has not had much action in this tournament. I can't remember the last time he made a save. Crosses over to Pelka. Shot saved by Trebus. Second chance. That goes wide. Will be cleaned up. Tries to go back to Southern, and that one will reach Parlanti, and Lons is not going to waste any time as he heads to the corner. Moving in is Brian Hooks. Pelka sets up for Ryan Reich. Rainers going down deep. Decides to go for Pelka. Shot, and that is saved by Trebus. 2:35 remaining in the game. Out for Blood has a 2-0 lead. Will be given up to Reed Southern. We'll cross over to Lons. Lons with a shot, saved by Parlanti, and I think that's the first one that he's faced. Back over to Rainers, and it'll be Reich one more time, looking at Kevin Ebner. Tries a pass, intended for Pelka, unable to get through. Tries another one, Pelka was no longer home. Back to Rainers, that's blocked. Shaban Going back over to Ebner. They're going to have to get moving here with less than 2 remaining in a 2-0 game. Slap shot, high and wide. Brian Hooks will pick up control. Stick lift by Lawns, tries center, that's blocked by Hooks. Back it goes to Ebner. Tries a shot, look for a tip, unable, and Hooks gets tangled up with his own goaltender. Lawns back in his own corner looking at Brian Hooks. We'll go behind the net, intended for Southern. He has it. Goes back over to Shaven. Shaven tries a shot. That's blocked. Hooks goes for a stretch pass. Misses everybody. And an aggressive play by Trevis. But manages to buy enough time to stay away from trouble. Back over to Hooks. Centers over to Jan Greco. And now an open chance for Pelka. But he decides to go. What a save by Trevis! Well, I don't know if they'll come back, but that was a great save. One more time, that's wide. Pelka back over to Rainers. Holds up, shot saved by Trevis, and it's in. 3-0. So, one last effort from Hockey Sauce, but it is going to be out for blood. That will be our A Division winners in Iron Man. And it's now going to come down to who will be the MVP. That's going to be a tough one to call, but the clock will wind down. And out for blood is this year's A Division Iron Man champions. There'll be a handshake down the line, and the question is who gets the A Division MVP. They had some great defense, and Parlante has hardly faced any shots in the playoffs. In fact, I can only remember one. This team had just dominated the A Division. So now the whole team will head over and make it official as they get the shutout in the last game of A Division Iron Man.
And the MVP is Lee.
It's going to be Lee Rainers as the MVP.
That
I don't think it'll. Yeah. Holy cow. This will fit. It looks pretty malleable though.
As soon as you have a baby.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If he has epilepsy, this is great.
So, out for blood, this year's Iron Man champions, Lee Rainers, the MVP. The team consisted of Greg Parlanti, Brian Hooks, Ryan Reich, Lee Rainers, Gino Giangreco, and Paul Pelka. So that is it for A Division. We have the other divisions available for you. So for now, this is Daniel Wilson from XL Sports World. We'll see you next time around. The RSHL is supported by AllBlackHockeySticks.com, the stick of choice for many players of the RSHL. It is a very light and durable stick for only $89. AllBlackHockeySticks.com.